streaming, start recording. Potentially. All good. Is my voice okay? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Tuesday, the 20th of May. Here we are. Wow, we're really getting. We're nearly halfway through the year already. Pretty crazy, isn't it? Um, Slight lag. Yeah, that would be fucking OBS. Hopefully, you can all hear me okay. If you want me to repeat anything, just at me in the chat. But good, thank you. Okay, it should be okay. When I close my Chrome, it might be a little bit better, but we'll get started. So, um, wow, wow. I, I only check this long to short ratio every day when I talk to you guys. But since yesterday, we actually nearly got to 50-50 long to shorts in the market on it's oh, about 15 hours ago. We were at 50-50. And we've completely come back down to 65% short. Now, this is really interesting, um, which means a lot of shorts have re-entered the market. Actually, the most amount of shorts we've had in a while since. So what are we at now? 0.57. Basically, since the start of May, which is when we moon shipped off. So maybe I might be starting to flip my bias a little bit, just considering that. But we kind of need some price action to go with it. That's very interesting, though. That's a really, really big flip in a short amount of time. We're swinging a lot up here. Um, yeah, super interesting. In terms of the order book, we actually have a big order down here at 104.8. We got about 500 Bitcoin holding us up, so very interesting. I'm not sure if they got tagged right here. Yeah, that did get filled, so I actually think this is looking potentially very good to break up. That, coupled with that, and then we'll have a look at the liquidity, the very local stuff. Like I said, we've actually got local stuff at 101.5. There's also liquidity at 100 below us, and then I think we still have some stuff to the upside to take. So it's actually looking very interesting. It's changing day by day, honestly, at the moment. Look at these swings that we're having in the price. 107k all the way back down to 102 and then back up to 106 or basically 107. We're having some major swings. The local stuff is literally just above us at 107.2k. Basically above the wick that we did yesterday, around yesterday. So yeah, that's all the metrics that I'm going to go through for now, and we'll switch over to the charts and we'll see how it's going. Oh, what's happened to my screen? Oh, it's because I just lol. It's because I just closed Chrome. Okay, all good. All good in the hood. Lovely stuff. Lovely. So, yeah, why don't we start with Doge because I'm already on it. I'm already on this coin, and yeah, there's actually a couple. That was the short that you could have taken. There was also a long that I was talking about yesterday. So during the stream, I think someone asked me, "What do I think of Doge?" And we must have been around down here. I can actually tell you exactly where we were. We were literally in here. And I'm pretty sure yesterday I said if you get one more tap into the support zone, it would be good for a long. And we literally got it perfectly on a wick. It literally couldn't be more perfect. And we didn't get the break below, which is what I was talking about, which probably would have been something like that. And yeah, since then we've actually pumped, let's call it 8%. So kind of a perfect trade to be honest, if anyone took that or if anyone was interested in doing anything there. Personally, I didn't do it because I've been a little bit busy, but yeah, that's definitely something that I would have taken if I was on the charts at that time. It hit literally about like a couple hours after 2 3 hours after stream, and then yeah, has since looked pretty decent. So yeah, that was apologies that I didn't put a Pro 6 post out. I literally just finished and then Max posted his post and then I had to go out, so I'll probably do one today though. That's why you got to be in the streams, man. Did anyone out of interest? Did anyone take that Doge trade? I'm not sure who asked me about it. I actually can't remember, but yeah, maybe someone got on it. I did see my alert get hit on my phone when I was out, so yeah. Um, let's go over onto Bitcoin then. Bitcoin has seen uh, a very interesting daily candle with a large wick to the upside. We're kind of still in this no go zone, but it's potentially actually looking really good to break up now that I've talked about the long to short ratio flipping to majorly short, and the fact that we still have a little bit of liquidity above us means we could see some closes above this daily swing. And if we get a couple, a daily close above it, I think it could be looking good to burn these shorts. I would actually just like to put on the daily liquidations and say we do have some major low leverage liquidations just above us that we are kind of touching at 107 and 108k. So if we do break above this daily swing at 106 and then the long to short flips to long, I think this is going to be a deviation and we are going to see the downside. If not, then we're probably going to go see maybe even 120k. But yeah, it's just a little bit it's a little bit weird at the moment, isn't it? It's a little bit precarious. So I think, like I was saying, I'm not sure how much I said it, but if anyone managed to get a short, where is the weekly open? Oh, the weekly open's. This can't be right. That weekly open can't be right. I'm pretty sure it's up here. Yeah, that's right. So if anyone managed to get a short on the weekly open, very well done to you. We obviously just retested the high and found it as resistance. 1, 2 candles close beneath it with a wick above, and then a retest failure here. So if anyone got that short, really well done. It's a great position to have right now, even though there are a lot of shorts in the market. It's just basically a hedge that if we break down, you're going to be covered. And really looking at it now, we're probably going to get rejected from the daily open and come and retest lower. What you want to see is basically just a higher low. I just think we're going to go sideways for a little bit. And as long as we hold Feb to 101.7, you just can't say that this is going to break down yet. And it's potentially posturing up with a lot of short liquidity just above to break out. So, yeah, like with that short, you should probably take a bit of profit when you come down and then potentially try get a long in between these two previous daily opens and maybe even Feb. But yeah, it's just nothing's really happening. We're just still stuck in the range. Everyone's longing, shorting, building liquidity both sides. So you should probably do the same with your trades. In terms of my bias, I'm a little bit stubborn, as you guys know. That daily band's actually gone up. Maybe it changes depending on what chart we're on. Oh no, these daily bands have gone slightly up. Okay. So the daily candle yesterday close. It's just on Binance there, wasn't. Interesting. These are all starting to arc up. And basically have February 102.7k as daily support now. So I might potentially be switching my bias, but although this is bear diving massively on the daily time frame, we need to see a sustained break. and hold above the weekly open on a daily time frame. But it's actually it's looking really indecisive at the moment. I'm not gonna lie. We'll just have to see how it goes. We really will have to see how it goes. It definitely hasn't broken down yet. So yeah, very interesting stuff. I didn't take it, but it looked good for Bitcoin. I thought in at New York time at the bottom and short at the top low on the bounce. Wait, for Bitcoin, I bought in at New York time at the bottom and short at the top. Nice. Well played. And now hopefully you've taken a bit of profit on both positions and you've left maybe like half the margin in. And what you can do now is just have your stops at break even and literally just don't even look at the trade anymore. Don't even look at it. Obviously you've taken some profit and you've managed the trade. Maybe you've janked the leverage up. Now just move on to the next thing and just leave it and then just let the market play out now. Because if you shorted the weekly open and you've long sort of like round Feb, you've got two really good positions open, and you're just covered both ways. It's a very good place to be at. So yeah, really, I really can't say that much more on Bitcoin. It just looks really indecisive because on the one side we've got a lower high which has been rejected off the weekly open in the combination band. On the other side, we haven't broken the 4-hour low, and we're still above the February support. So it's just really looking quite indecisive at the moment. And the long to short ratio keeps flipping, like swinging like crazy. But yeah, ETH Bitcoin looking really good. So we talked about holding this level yesterday, these two levels, and we've got the weekly as well. Uh, Again, a retest of Q2 is not off the cards, but it looks potentially very good for higher. That did not play out. So on ETH, oh, this is looking very interesting as well. So ETH's come actually right up to the swing, which was potentially a decent area to try and catch a hedge short around here. But we have actually regained uh, this really important block of support. Basically, the weekly open, the November and the September level. If we hold that, I don't see why this can't go further, but it would just be good to hedge as well both ways. So if you're short from this swing right here, good, because we do have a lower low and a lower high. So the price action is still down if I just turn off AI charting tools. The price action is still down if you look at it like this. And yeah, we also touch the combination bands. So you're right to probably take a short and look for lower. But if we do end up holding this level, and the reason why we could hold this level is because the ETH Bitcoin chart looks really good, then yeah, you could maybe hedge both ways. I think it's also just about hedging at the moment because the market looks slightly indecisive. It looks like we could definitely go for a pullback on everything, but we could also just absolutely moonship it off. The reason why I like to have more bias towards shorts in my leverage account is because I'm 1x long on my whole spot bags. So if you think about your spot, think everyone's got spot. Everyone's got spot crypto. Everyone's got spot altcoins. That's basically 1x longs. You're constantly 1x long on the whole market unless you sell everything. So my bias towards leverage trading is slightly more towards catching shorts, just potentially for the downside if we get some like contraction. Obviously, I like longs more because they can go up way higher. But yeah, that's just the way I view things. So it's more like a hedge. My leverage account is more like a hedge. That's why I like shorting, or like to look for shorts more often. I close the long, but I have the short open and the stop loss break even. Even I need to take profit. Yeah, fine. You're chilling. You're chilling. You're chilling. You're chilling. So yeah, talk to me, guys. What you looking at? Anything interesting? Potentially, I was looking at a few things actually, just this morning, and we are doing the regain. So what were we talking about yesterday? That I said if we get the regain, then this looks good to long. It was like something that was bull diving on the 4 hour, and I said if we regain May, then you could long this. I actually can't even remember what it was. Um, Damn, what was it? Was it Sui? No, 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 no. It wasn't Sui. No, it wasn't Doge. I actually can't remember. It was something. Maybe it was Link. No, no. Maybe it was S. Yeah, 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 yeah. It was. Yeah, it was Sonic. It was Phantom. So, um, this has actually done the regain so far of May. Uh, I'm not sure why this hasn't printed a bull div. It probably. I think it should have. No, I'm not sure if that's a lower close. That's actually an equal close. So yeah, it hasn't really printed a bull div. We have got the regain of May, which is potentially looking quite interesting. I don't know. We haven't printed that bull div though. I really wanted that bull div to print, which would have made me a little bit more confident. I think for now, I'm not really going to touch this just because we're still below the weekly open, and this would be a more high confluence area to take along. Um, yeah, I'm not really. I don't know about that, but yeah, we are potentially doing some interesting regains, and it's also going to be like the previous highs that we broke below. We're also regaining here. Mm, with the bull div. Definitely still in a micro downtrend, but the lower time frame has regained. So it's you can look at it like this on altcoins at the moment. Go to the hourly, put the hourly low on, and then just say, okay, if we break below this level on the hourly, let me take this brush off. Can I get that brush off? Yeah. And then just say if we break below this low now on the hourly, we're gonna go further. If not, you could actually potentially take a little long here, which is what I might do because the stop can be about 1%, which is very minimal risk. If I'm on 5x lev, it's like half a position size. Interesting. And the reason why I'm looking at this stuff is because I think ETH Bitcoin looks really good at the moment. And Bitcoin's just holding the range. I would be completely fine with Bitcoin going sideways for like 2 weeks. It's literally doing nothing. Well, it looks like it's above this swing. So yeah, maybe a good time to potentially take some really low risk longs. Although that still does look a little bit. Yeah, so ETH also slightly looking a little bit bearish. This is definitely what you don't want to lose now. Um, if we go to the hourly, I think if we lose this on the hourly, it's basically that and that. Take those off. So if we come down and hold this, like that, it's quite bullish. Because that will be the deviation, this bottom one. If we come down here and break this, see you on the flippers. Because this low is super important now. Extremely, extremely important on the 4 hour. And then it'll, yeah, and then we'll be rolling over a little bit. Very interesting though. Very, very interesting. The market's in a very precarious place. It could really go either way at the moment. I know the market can always go either way, but yeah, I would like to get positioned on some potential altcoins because um, we to be honest, we've had the a retrace on quite a lot of this stuff. Quite a healthy retraces on some of my favorite alts. So like, let's have a look at some of these retraces. FET from the high, which was about a week ago or something, 20%. Injective from the high, which was about a week ago as well, 22%. So every altcoin's kind of done 20% down at the moment. ADA, yeah, 18 to 22. So potentially looking looking decent. I'm gonna check the chat and see if you guys have anything for me. Uh, if not, we'll actually have a look at some. Oh, something was doing really some interesting stuff that I always keep an eye on. Yeah, it was Arve, wasn't it? This thing's breaking out. So we've got a bit of resistance here, right where we are. I think if we come back down, you could potentially long this weekly open with some decent size, as it is untested. Let's keep that on actually. Yeah, that looks like it's going to be resistance slightly. You could even hold between the daily and that little high swing there, and it would be giga bullish because that was resistance here, and then the daily is untested. The weekly is also it kind of got tested there a little bit. So I think that could potentially look interesting just in there, especially as this is breaking out. Mm, I like that. I quite like that a lot. Yeah, what else were we talking about? We're talking about Tia. Yeah, this still looks a little bit. I don't like that. I don't like that bearish retest of the weekly. We are holding this level ever so slightly, which is 2.5, 2.54, 2.55. Let's call it. But I still don't like that. I still think that could potentially come a little bit lower into the Stuber pocket. I'll definitely put this in a post today. Although it has touched the 786 right now. I like this for potentially just one more move down right into here. Bang, a touch. Big, big bounce, and then it does like something like this, and then regains, and then goes like that. And then the trade's up to the Q2. I quite like that. It's 28%. Like, well, look, we're talking nice moves here. Very, very nice moves. Very, very, very nice. So yeah, I'll probably put that in a post today after I finish. But yeah, I would like to know what you guys are looking at and what is potentially uh, tickling your fancy. Or do you think we're gonna go and see 93, 94k Bitcoin and you're not bidding alts? Because that's definitely still on the table. Like, if you look at like the daily time frame, we haven't really had a retrace. And by retrace, I just mean retesting previous levels as support. Let's go back to the daily. could come and retest that so easily. 96.7, 96.97, and it would be exactly what Bitcoin likes to do. And maybe like get that wick in there and then go like that. And then. But yeah, maybe everyone's expecting that. That's why everyone's short. And we're just going to moonship it off. Do you have a YB channel and X? I do have a YouTube channel, yeah. I just hit 10k on it, actually. And that's where I post my market updates. I do have an X as well, but I just use it to be a gammon. And be a little bit racist. Not racist, I just post political shit on my Twitter. Which people think is racist, but it's actually just not. Should I link it for you? Bear with me. Yeah, because I don't think the Vimeo's not working, so you can't watch the reruns of the live. Bro, this is the fucking slowest thing ever. I'm not handle. Yes, bro, this is unbearable. Avoid. You've lost sound. Is it back? Bro, my laptop was lagging so much. Sound has dropped. Yeah, I think it's frozen. Sound is back? Bro, what's going on? Alright, let me just hold up. Let me just stop this. Okay, can you hear me? Is the sound back? Bro, I don't think my laptop can handle Chrome, Discord, TradingView, and OBS at the same time. I think it's just it doesn't have the CPU, which is so weird because I literally bought a new MacBook with an M3 a year ago. Like, what the hell, man? All right, let's reshare. Gosh, I really need a monitor, man. It's the only thing I miss about being back in London is my giga-fast internet, my monitor, and shit like that. It's just so nice. I got a proper nice big curved one as well. Um. So yeah, where were we? Everything okay? Is it? It's switching, right? It's a little bit laggy on my end. Should be fine though. The thing is, as soon as I stop the stream on on OBS, my sound will be completely fine. So maybe I might make the streams like half an hour where I just run through like a few altcoins, like I just ramble for like 30 minutes, and then we can just chat, or like I'll take question, or I'll take charts from you guys after, and I can just like fuck off the OBS because it's definitely the OBS shit. But anyway, yeah. Anything anyone finds interesting or is looking at, and then I might even stop the OBS recording now and make it just half an hour. Fartcoin. Oh, I'm not lagging that much at the moment. Yeah, that looks really coily. Really, really coily. Very, very coily. Let's have a look at Bitcoin Dom. Seems to be steadily chugging up a little bit on the 4 hour. I could actually see a rejection here, which is why I'm relatively quite interested in maybe entering some old positions. Uh, Especially on the regains of some of these levels. So, like I said, very simple. Just go to the hourly, and before we did this low, yesterday, exactly a day ago now, put an hourly level around here, which is what you don't want to break, and possibly put a little long here. As long as the risk is fine, you're kind of looking for like 1 to 1.5%, then you could maybe chance a couple longs. If you break that, so if you break this, you're probably going to set a new low because that is the regain. We still haven't done a new high, so we are still in a downtrend, but yeah, it's a little bit risky. However, I would maybe like to be a little bit exposed. Um, yeah, so not really too much to add. Just the Doge trade did really perfectly yesterday. I'm very very happy with that. I should have put it in a Pro 6 post, but um, I apologize for that one. And yeah, there was very simple areas to take profit. One, two, three in the band, and then you probably have the last one somewhere around here, but it didn't really get hit yet. It might still, but you're probably like what 70% out of that position if you took it. So yeah, right, I'm gonna stop the recording.